Back to working on the 1972 Buick Skylark. As you can see, our windshield frame is pretty rotted out, so we ordered some parts off of Jags to replace this, and we're going to see how they look. Alright, so the first thing we're going to unbox is the A-pillar. That should repair all that rust. Cool. So there's the A-pillar. And we'll slide underneath the fender and everything, but hopefully that fixes this for us. Alright, the next part's going to be I think it's the lower windshield channel. There it is. And this piece will go something along the lines of this. I can't get it exact, we got to take other parts out, but gives you an idea. The last piece is going to be the cowl vent panel. So here's the upper cowl vent panel. I can't really get it in there right now, but you get the idea of how it would be. Goes into there, just like that. And then the windshield channel will actually drop into these little marked tab holes. Like there, and there. Just like that. And then for the upper windshield channel replacement pieces, we got them from rustreplace.com, and they were 120 bucks for the pair. Today we're going to start fixing the rust issue with the windshield area. We're going to get the hood off and the front fenders. We're going to do that now. Alright, the hood's off. Next we'll get the fenders off. And the rust hole makes getting the bolt out easier. Alright, so we got the fenders off and the hood off, and the shoulder pieces here are in a lot better shape than I thought they were going to be, so I'm glad I don't have to replace any of that. So next we'll be just getting the windshield wiper mounts off and start cutting metal out. There's just two couple bolts that hold each side of these in. There we go, that one's out. Alright, so we're going to start just by cutting this edge of the dash off right here. And we're not going to replace this entire piece, I don't think. I think we're just going to cut along here and then right in between here and over there. And we're just going to replace this upper half because all this seems to still be pretty solid. And that seems like a lot more work to have to do than just tacking that into place.
You're ready.
Should make the whole dash loose from this piece since it's all rusted out over there. Alright, so now we're going to cut right along this little ledge here. That way, whenever we cut this piece out, we can get this out without too much trouble and then figure out how to clean up the rest and go from there. So we're going to cut this across right here. So I just took an old like fan belt and I just kind of laid it down in here and went to this corner and I traced it in order to get my cut there. So, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this piece out and then we're gonna set it on top of the new piece, line up these parts, the holes, and then we'll trace it onto the new piece and we'll cut it off of the new piece and just use the top half.
Is it unhooked?
Well, yes, and that we're gonna kind of cut over there.
Woohoo!
Alright, so see I got that piece cut out. Now I'll be able to trace this onto another piece, or the other piece, and cut where we need to cut it. Alright, so up next we're going to start tackling this A-pillar. Now we're going to get this rust cut out, and we've got the replacement piece right here. Something kind of like that. Don't know how exactly we're going to do this, but we'll get it figured out. First off, I'm going to try popping off this trim right here. Saw a video where I first took a paint stick and a hammer and just kind of put it underneath the edge and tap it off of there. There we go. There it is off. Alright, so we got the drip rail chrome trim off. We've cleaned out inside of this channel to see what is inside there in order to get this piece off. And we removed a piece of inner chrome trim in here just to see if anything was back there. There's nothing. So now we're going to cut right through here and right across up here and see if any of this kind of comes loose. Maybe I'll just cut down through there as well just to split it in half. Alright, so now I just kind of cut this piece out the way. Looks like there's spot welds down through here. Looks like there's one right there, one right there, one right there. So I'm going to try to break those spot welds and get this piece out. There we go. Okay. So now we got that off. I'm gonna cut right through here, try to get this little piece off. I got some screws earlier on this piece for this drip rail, and I'm trying to get the little edge of the A-pillar off with a screwdriver or a chisel, trying to chisel it off. And I took some screws out through here, and as I was kind of prying, it kind of pulled back, and we thought we might have been a separate piece, but I didn't think it was. And then I was just prying on it, popped off, and I was like, oh, it is. So that piece, the drip rail, is separate from the car.
That makes this so much easier.
Alright, so now I'm just kind of grinding off this old top metal and getting it down to the old metal. Just got a few pieces there and Just getting it thin and then popping it loose and breaking it off. Grinding it thin, then I'm kind of coming through and hitting it up to try to find out where my spot welds are. I don't want to tear it up too much. There's still a spot weld right there. Alright, so got all the outer A-pillar cut off, and I got all this smoothed down. We got this all smoothed down and cut out as well down here. And then this was a bit fuller piece. This stuck out over here, came back, and it was over here more. But I cut all that off because I don't want to have to deal with getting it all underneath there. And so now, here's where we are with the fitment. I'm gonna get it all lined up here. Right about there is where it will sit. You can see I got a little bit of a gap up here, but I'll weld that in. And then down here I'll have to push this over and weld it up. Got a little bit of a gap, but that's okay. I think I can get that. Alright, so I've cut the new cowl panel down a little bit to kind of help line it up with this. But now we took it up onto the dash here, and we used it to kind of trace out a straight edge for us to kind of go along and get rid of this rust in the dash. So I'm going to cut that out now. So this new piece had these tabs on it, and they're kind of in the way, so we're just going to cut them off. I got to cut back a little farther here, that way we can clear the dash a bit better, and we're going to retest it again. So this is how it came out in the mock-up stage. Yeah, I think it came out pretty decent for what we've done so far. If you want to see how this turns out in part 2, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications. Thanks for watching.